So in today's video, we are going to be learning completely how to use Betway account on PC. So as you can see, this is the dashboard of my Betway account, and I can be able to scroll down and you are going to be shown matches that are available today. As you can see, we have the Premier League matches available, which is between Leicester City versus Crystal Palace. We have Everton versus Aston Villa, Newcastle versus Wolves, and then Arsenal versus Tottenham. If you go down, you are going to be seeing the German Bundesliga and then Italian Serie A with the championship from England. We also have the Copa del Rey from Spain, and then we have the Copa de France as well. So basically, these are the matches that I'm going to be showing you how you can be able to use Betway platform completely from start to finish. If you are someone who wants to use this particular application, or if you want to know how to place a bet using Betway application. Now right here, I'm going to be logging in to my Betway account, and if you have not yet created an account, you would have to know that if you place a bet without creating an account, you can just book the code that you can share to your friends or use other accounts and then place. So you need to go ahead and then create your own account if you want to place a bet online. So I'm going to be switching my account very quickly, or I'm going to be entering my account very quickly before we move on with this particular tutorial. So I'm going to be clicking on to login, but it doesn't mean that if you have not logged in to your account, you will not be able to place a bet. What it means is that logging into my account, I have some offers or some bonuses that I could be given from Betway. I could be able to deposit money and then place a bet straight from my account. Also, if you want to have analytics of the matches that are being played, so that you can be able to make your own observation as to which team can be able to score which one, you can go onto various platforms. You can go onto Flashscore or Footmob. So for me, I use Footmob regularly, and if you open up the Footmob application, it is also going to show you all the matches that are being played today, and you can be able to make your own observations from there. So right here, let me just start with one of them, and I will not be coming back here. You would have to make your own observations from this particular platform or other platforms if you want. So in order to save a lot of time, we are going to be moving on from this particular website. So I'm just going to be showing you, we have Bayern Munich versus Hoffenheim, and definitely Bayern Munich is having an upper hand. You would have some things that you need to look out for, talking about the table and then the head-to-head as well. So currently Bayern Munich is doing very well at the top of the table, and then Hoffenheim is lacking somewhere around 15th. So taking a clue from there, you can know which team can actually be able to score the other. So basically, that is it on how you can be able to find your analytics using this particular website known as Footmob. There are several platforms like Flashscore and other ones as well if you want to. So we are moving straight to the Betway account, and we are going to start with placing our bet. So clearly we have seen the first match, which is between Leicester and then Crystal Palace. So if you want to make any option or select any option from there, we have the win for the Leicester being shown right here. Let me just enter so you see exactly what I'm talking about. So Leicester is being given a odd of 380, and then we have Crystal Palace being given 2, meaning that Crystal Palace is having an upper hand. We have a draw being 3.60, and then a double chance for Leicester is going somewhere around 1.85. A win for both teams is going for 1.28. What it means is that each team can be able to win. There should be no draw in this game. And then Leicester win or draw is also going for 1.8. One thing about these teams is you can hardly predict them. So what I would want to do is I'm going to be checking the head-to-head very quickly for this particular match, and then find which team is actually having a very strong team or strong form at the moment before we move on with selecting our option. So you can see the lineup from below. You have some key players being seen. That is, if you have been or following the league for some time now, you can be able to, or if you are just someone who has just started betting and you want to learn how to go about this particular thing, you might want to stick around and then take a clue as to how you can be able to go about everything. So with the head-to-head, both teams have met a couple of times, with Leicester winning 9 times and then Crystal Palace also winning 9 times, with draw coming 7 times between them. One thing I've noticed recent times is that both teams have been able to score each other in recent times. The last time they were not able to score a goal against each other was 2022. But aside that particular match, they've all been able to score each other. So basically, this is how I make my decisions, and then look at the table also, and then see which particular team has been in a very good form and playing a very good football at the moment. Crystal Palace is lacking behind, sitting somewhere around 15th of the table. And then we have Leicester at 19, with the last 5 games being a loss, and Crystal Palace having won about 2 times and then also drawn 2. So basically, I think that the odd should actually favor Crystal Palace. So what I'm going to be doing is, because Crystal Palace is playing away, I would want them to have an upper hand. However, because they are playing away, I will not be able to give them a win. So I'll give them double chance, but I also want 2 goals from this particular match. So I'm going to let these 2 teams score each other. So I'm going to be going for both teams to score, which is GG for short, or both teams to score, and then I'm clicking onto yes. So I want to stay with the Premier League for now before I move to other leagues. So I'm going to be clicking onto Premier League, and then other matches in the Premier League for today will be shown to me before we move on. So the next match we are going to be working on is Everton versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa has been a stronger team compared to Everton, but in recent times they've been lacking behind. I do not know why. But however, the odd seems to favor Aston Villa at the moment. I would want to go for 1.5, which is 2 goals in this particular match. So a total goals should be over 1.5. If you come at this particular side, you have the under, and then right here is the over 1.5 or the over goals. I would have gone for double chance for Aston Villa, which is also around 133. But like I said, Aston Villa has been misbehaving in recent times, so for that matter, I'm going for just over 1.5. And then to move on also, I'm going to be clicking onto Premier League and then work with other matches as well. So the next match will be Newcastle versus Wolves. Newcastle, for me, I think would have an upper hand, and as you can see, they've been given just 142, with Wolves giving about 7 cities. So it means possibility for Newcastle winning this particular game is high. But what I want to do is, I do not want to risk it all by giving them a win directly, even though they can be able to win. According to the odd, I'm going to be taking both teams to score and also expecting 2 goals from the match in total or more. So here is it. It is double chance and total goals, which is combined, and it is going to give me an odd of 130. And moving on, I would want to make a very keen decision with regards to Arsenal and then Tottenham, which is the last game I'm going to be selecting from the Premier League today. So right here we have Arsenal and then Tottenham. The odd for Arsenal is 136, and then Tottenham is being given 8 cities. Tottenham is actually being underrated right here, even though I feel like they can be able to post some threat. But Arsenal being in a good form and with a better squad, they have this amount given to them. What I think will happen in this match is both teams can actually be able to score. I would have gone for a double chance and then over 1.5 for Arsenal, but the money is not going to be higher. And for that matter, they've even made it 2.5 goals, not 1.5 goals anymore. So I think both teams can actually be able to score. So I'm going to be clicking onto both teams to score, which is yes, even though the odd made it seems impossible, but it can actually be able to happen. So I would move on to the next league. But because I've selected the Premier League, all the matches below right here are going to be that of just the Premier League. So for me to clear the filter I've made in terms of the league, I'm going to be clicking onto clear filter, and that is going to send the dashboard to default, where I will have other leagues also being shown. So clearly, after the Premier League, we have the Bundesliga. So the first match is going to be Bochum versus South Pauli. Now, I do not know much about this particular league or these teams, so I would be referring to the analysis table from the FootMob website. But the clue that I want you to get is how you can be able to place bait and the odd that you can be able to select as well. So right here we have a win-win for both teams, double chance to score, and then we also have 2 goals, that is over 1.5, being 130. Once you have been able to find an odd that can pass 130, or that is somewhere around 130, go ahead and pick it. Not just any odd. but an odd for over 1.5, or if you are not sure of any particular selection you are making with regards to win, draw, which team is going to win, which team is going to score more, just go ahead and select over 1.5. Or you can even select below that if you're someone who do not want a bigger odd. But for me, I want to win once and for all. So for me, I prefer a bigger odd. So I'm going to be making my selections again on the next team, which is Union Berlin and then Augsburg. Now, one thing about the Bundesliga is both teams do score most of the times in the Bundesliga, even though the odd is always higher, but both teams do score. So I would check that and find out. However, they've got over 1.5 right here, which is actually making sense in terms of the odd. And also, according to their head-to-head, both teams have been having a very poor form this entire season. So the probability that you'll be at a losing end if you have gone behind a particular team, even though your predictions can actually come true if you look carefully into the analytics. However, teams like this, I would want you to just go for any odd that which team wins would not affect the particular odd. Which team lose will not affect. The most important thing is they do score some goal and you make a win from your selection. So I'm going to be picking over 1.5. Moving on, we have Werder Bremen versus Heidenheim. Looking at their previous matches, they've both been able to score each other at some point. So what I would do is I would go for both teams to score. However, if you are picking both teams to score, you can check out the over 1.5 if the value or the odd is a little bit bigger. Choose that always over the both teams to score. Alternatively, there is an odd that I always pick, and that is double chance for a team that is in a better form, and then adding 2 goals also. Now you can find any odd or selection that you don't know how to get by clicking onto the search button right here, and if you click onto what exactly you are looking for. So for me, that would be double chance, and once you click onto double chance, any selection that involves double chance will be brought to you. So basically, I have the double chance, which is for the over 1.5, and then double chance for the home team being shown, which is my favorite, or which is something that I've favorited. You have double chance and then both teams to score, double chance first half and double chance second half. They are all offers under double chance. So I'm going to be clicking onto double chance and then over 1.5 as well. So the next team is going to be Bayern Munich and then Hoffenheim. The win for Bayern Munich is not encouraging. I do not encourage people to pick up these particular wins. They will not add a lot to your odd, and if they end up losing, it will hurt you more that an odd like this has been able to destroy your bet. So what I do is I'm going to be clicking onto winner, and then a winner of the match will be brought forward under these selections. So I want Bayern Munich should be the winner, and then I want the total goals in the match should be over 2.5, as I know that Bayern Munich has always been able to score. However, if they are not able to score this particular goal, even though they've won, you will lose the bet. So you can decide to go under or over. So I'm going for over 2.5, as I believe that Bayern Munich can be able to score. So basically, you are getting the clue as to how you can be able to go about the selections with regards to different teams and then different leagues as well. We are still not done with the Bundesliga. So the last team on our list is going to be Stuttgart versus Leipzig. Leipzig is having a good season, same as Stuttgart. I would prefer Leipzig over Stuttgart. However, there's been something that's been detected. That's where the odd are favoring Stuttgart. So I'm going to check that quickly and then get back. So this has been their recent form, and on the table also Stuttgart is somewhere around 8th, and then Leipzig is also somewhere around 4th of the table. So you can now see what I mean by Leipzig having a good season. Leipzig has always won in their meetings 9 times as compared to 1 time from Stuttgart. By 2024, Stuttgart has been able to score Leipzig 5 goals to 2. But for me, I think Leipzig should have a better moment in this match compared to Stuttgart. So I'm going to be giving double chance for Leipzig. And you can make your own selections based on how you've been able to read the analytics. However, you are getting a clue as to how you can be able to decide each team. Even though if these teams are not going to meet at the time of you watching this video, you can get a clue as to how you can be able to make your selections. So you can see that the double chance for Leipzig is 187 compared to 130 from Stuttgart, but I'm going to be picking the 187 from Leipzig based on the analytics that I've read and based on my own observation as well. Sometimes when it comes to betting, you need to let your intrusive thoughts win. So we are done with the Bundesliga, and for that matter, I'm going to be clearing this particular filter that is going to yet again reveal other selections or leagues to you. And we are moving to the next selection, which is the Italian Serie A, and we have Inter Milan versus Bologna. Bologna is having a good time, even though Inter Milan is also a very strong side this season. Bologna is a force to reckon with, and for me to be at a better side, I'm going to check out. I wish that I could give either both teams to score, or I'll give Inter Milan with both teams to score. But however, if the odd for 1.5 is actually good for you, go ahead and pick it. But for me, my policy is I would not take any odd which is below 130 for me. So I'm going to look through carefully. I wish that I give them both teams to score, or Inter Milan double chance and over 1.5. I'll be picking double chance for Inter Milan and then over 1.5. So even though if it ended 1-1, I will be able to win this particular selection. That is what double chance means, and then over 1.5 also means. So far I've made 10 selections. I'm going to be adding a lot more. The next option is going to be the championship. Now, with this particular leagues, I would not want you to waste your time on them if they can be able to give you 1.5 goals, or if you can be able to make a correct prediction and then get the selections that you want right from them, go ahead and pick it. But for me, it is just goals that I go for from this particular leagues or some of the leagues. Not always you need to select win or draw or whatever for a team. So we are moving straight to the Copa del Rey in Spain, and I can see that we have Atletico playing today. I will be selecting a win for Atletico. I will be selecting a win for Barcelona. Almeria versus Leganés, I would want 2 goals from that particular match. So I will select 2 goals. And then the last selection in this particular league is going to be Getafe versus Pontevedra. I want 2 goals from this particular match as well. So when you are done with the selections, you come to the bet slip. And currently I have made my selections. I will go through them, and if there is anything that I need to edit, you click onto the particular team that you need to edit. It is going to appear at the left side of the dashboard, where you can go on with the edit and then change any of the selections if you want. Go through carefully and then select any team or delete any team that you are not comfortable with the odd, you are not comfortable with the selections you've made. So if you are someone who has created an account, that means you need to deposit money into your account before you place the bet. So to deposit money, you click on to deposit. You have several options or method of depositing money into your Betway account. We have the Betway top up, MTN mobile money, Telecel, which is known as Vodafone, Tigo, Betway Momo Multifund, Betway USSD, debit card and credit card all available, with Betway cash drop as well. So in case you are using MTN mobile money, you just click on it this way and then select the exact amount you want to deposit and then click onto deposit now. You will receive a prompt on your phone and then complete the deposit process. So if you're okay, this becomes your odd and any amount to put in here. So if I place this particular bet for 10 cedis, I'm going to be winning over 169,000 Ghana cedis, and then click on to bet now. But if you do not have any amount in your Betway account and you want to just place this bet and then generate a code, you click on to share, and then a code will be generated for you, which you can share with your friends and family if you want. You can also use this to place your bet later if you want. So basically, that is everything you need to know on how to place bet on Betway and then win millions of money on the platform. If you need any more lesson on this particular topic, let me know in the comment section and I will address that personally. Have a great day.